Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry I was a bit late because I just had arrived from the center. And you know what happened to me this morning? There's, I think, seven pregnant before me, but seven or eight. But I insisted that I must change the number because I have my job. I have my class at 9:30, and they said, "Oh, you must came early, but the center opened at 8." How would I do that? That's impossible for me. Okay, so what's your summer class about?
My summer class
Mm.
is still continuing until uh, my summer classes that I teach them will continue until July, and then
Oh,
from the 1st of August I will not teach them anymore because of the new uh, a new year, a new academic year.
yes, and the new school year.
This evening I'll have a class too. I'm preparing the starters. You see,
Oh, wow.
after this class, I have to cut the picture and add a small parts of the speaking test for them, because I teach them grade 1 and grade 2 students today.
Grade one and grade two. So you got how many students for this day?
Mm, 3,
Three students for today. Wow, you're so very busy.
of course.
Oh, so I mean, how does the parents approach you to teach their children? I mean, of course.
Yeah, actually, it starts from a story like when I go to my grandparents' village, my mother have a message that um, my mother has a message from Facebook that I have a wait, wait. I have a message. My mother has a message from Facebook that um, my um, my son is not good at and math and English, so he need a teacher to teach him. And like it approached me. It's not because of the money, because I want to share my knowledge
Mm,
I want to share my knowledge and my ideas about everything that I learned in my class and from you all as well, to teach
yes.
the students. Actually, because I'm in a very advanced class, and these students are just from beginner schools that has very low low
Low
like
grades.
low, yes. And so the knowledge of them is not very good. Even the grade 5 students right now, he did not got the movers until now. I got the KET.
But
So
you're just grade four, but you got the KET already.
but I don't I don't believe that grade 5 students they didn't got even movers. and and even that I'm very surprised. Like so so I I I my I have an idea in my brain that, oh, if the grade 5 students they did not got the movers test, so so that means that they for two things. One is the salary of the family is not good, or second one that they
Mm,
don't have the enough knowledge to go to the movers test. So I think that most is from the second reason. So I from that, I know that I had the flyers at that time. At that
yes.
moment, I just had got the flyers, not the KT like right now. And I know that I had. tried flyers, and it's quite okay with me. And but the grade 5 students, they even don't try movers, so that means that the knowledge of them is not good. So I want to share my knowledge to every students from grade 1 to grade 5. And even if if I am study grade 5, I will open the English class for grade 6 and grade 7 as well. And and I don't care much about the money, but I care that every day I can share the knowledge to
Mm.
many students, so many students can have that knowledge, and they can have funny lessons, they can
Mm.
have knowledge. So knowledge is one of the most important thing in the life of the students.
Wow.
So they can use their knowledge to go to the competitions, to use a school. So I believe that they will have a great future.
Wow. Correct. That is correct. Wow. Okay. I'm so proud of you, Danielle. Thank you. You did a great job in helping those kids. Wow. And someday they will, of course, they will say, thank you, Danielle, for helping us, for not hesitating on helping us. It's because thank you for imparting your knowledge to us. And we're so glad that we meet you. I'm sure they will say that one. And they,
Even if to say that, I think I have to say thank you for the students. I think that the students don't have to thank you for me, because I'm studying in a very good school with many knowledge that I have from grade 1 until grade 5 and until grade 4. Sorry. And so even them has even bad students, I can help them. They can have knowledge from me, from easy to difficult. So they can learn more, they can have funny lessons as well, so they don't think that it'd be boring, even that the knowledge is very important in the life.
yes.
So that's why that I have to say thank you for students, for me to approach me to teach for some students like that. I'm very happy.
Wow. Okay. Wait, Daniel, wait. Okay. So, wow. Very good. Okay. So let us start with your assignment. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So you read.
Um, Before the horse racing, cheerleaders prepare flags, stars, and colorful uniforms to waving for the athletes. The athletes choose the biggest, strongest, and fastest horse ride that they had to ride for the competition. Finally, that day, the day that many fast horses against each other had came. The cheerleaders came with the colorful uniforms and flags. The referee shot the gun to tell the athletes that the race has started. The athletes controlled the horses to go to the right way. The horses run as fast as it can to go through the finish line. And then the race end. The race has ended with so many feelings, happy, sad, and also crying too. I love the horse racing very much. I wish Vietnam can have this competition in my country.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So I already sent. I already put some corrections there, but I will add some. It's because there are repeated words on these parts. Now, uh, okay, so as what I told you, that if you start with a uh, if you start with a uh, reminder, okay, if you start with if you want to use tenses, okay, so you have to be consistent, okay, consistent, so that the grammar won't be ruined. Okay, so if it's happened from the past, okay, so you can use the past tenses or the past continuous forms of the verbs like that. Okay, so you have to be consistent. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I will gonna check this one once again. Okay, so let us start with our lesson. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so today we were gonna have the speaking part. Okay, so now this one. Okay, so the key English test, test 5. Okay, so let's have the part 1, student examiner interaction. So, of course, the examiner will ask you your name, where you come from, so you can provide full sentence answers.
I
Okay.
I I actually English lesson that I taught a grade five student. Uh, he asked me a very like a very good question like this.
Mm,
Thought that the first part of the flyers test is that the examiner will ask about the name, your maybe your age if they want, and
mm.
where you come from. And they asked me that, teacher, um, do I have to say the full name or just the name? Because I will thought about a situation that after that that the examiner will ask, what is your surname?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, if that's because when we say, what is your name? So it is generally asked. Okay, so if you will answer, like for example, my name is Marian Joy BRS. So they can already understand that they already told your surname. Now, the examiner, maybe the teacher did not hear that, so that is why he or she asked, what is your surname as the follow-up question. But the correct question should be done with this one. So, can you spell your surname to clarify
Ah,
things out? Okay, because if you already mentioned your complete name, your first name, your middle name, your last name, they I maybe that teacher did not hear you mentioned your last name, so that is why the teacher asked, what is your surname? But that could be impossible. However, they can ask you, how did you spell your surname? Okay, they will let you spell
ah,
your surname. Not they will ask you again, what is your surname, when you already mentioned it.
okay. I understand it actually. At that moment, I am very crazy, and then I answer like this. Um, if you, if the examiner asks what's your name, um, if you want to make sure that you have full points, please answer that my name is. Then say your first
Mm.
name, your middle name, and the last name,
Yes.
so you can make sure that you can have full points. Because
Yes.
in Vietnam there are many people that has the last name that exactly the same.
Oh,
My name is
yes.
Hai, and many people on the word on Vietnam name Hai. My 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 teacher, my grade five teacher on the next academic year is Hai. My my two friends name Hai as well. Many people name Hai.
Oh,
I know that.
yes.
So if I say that my name is Hai, many people will ask, oh. there are many Hai. So which Hai are you? If I answer
Mm.
that my name is Trần Đại Hai, so they can
Yes.
so so it so it can be impossible or even or rarely that many people that's this exactly same as me, the same name as me. So I say that if you want to make sure that you get full points, please answer that my name is first name, then the middle name, then the last name.
Correct. That's a correct
And
suggestion.
and if they ask again that what's your surname, just just say it again. And if the examiner also asks that, can you spell your first name or your last name, just spell it like the letters A B C D E, like that.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay. So now for the part two, you will ask because actually the first impression, the very first question, what is your name? That sounds very simple, but it corresponds your very first points from the test. If you cannot answer it completely, okay, other children will say, "What is your name?" Marian Joy Biori. So just like that. Okay, but
Yes, it is
yes.
the same situation that my test. That in the KT, there are two students that will talk each other, and the first question, they asked me first, "What's your name?" I said, "My name is Chandahai," and and I can see the examiner marks that he got the first mark. Um,
Hmm.
is is 1 or 2 points maybe, and then they ask again the my other candidates, what's your name? They just answer this one, Hiếu. That they don't ask my name is, and they don't and they don't answer the first and the middle name. So
Yes.
that's why that the examiner just get him 0.5 points.
Yes.
That and consistently all the tests, it he just answered the shortest answer that he can say, what's your name? Hiếu. And
Oh,
be, but I don't understand that the examiner asked me first. Actually, he had to follow my answer, and
yes.
just change his name.
Yes.
The examiner asked me, "What is your name?" My name is Janehai, and
Yes,
he
you
just
clearly
answered,
stated
"Yo,
it.
what? Where you come from?" I'm come from Hanoi, Vietnam. Hanoi. I actually I'm very confusing that time. And the first part, I got 5 out of 5. The interaction, I can see that in the examiner write part one 5 out of 5. And you know what happened to my partner? 1 out of 5.
Oh, yes, because he just answered it directly without completing the sentences. That's really requires to
It's so hilarious.
yes, it really requires you to complete the sentences. That's a good point if you can complete your sentence at the very beginning of the at the very first part of the test because the teacher will expect, oh, this one can give me a concrete and long sentences. Okay, so let's the popular topic is we have the family, best friend, hometown, your house, sport, computer, collecting, and music. Okay, let's have the part two student interaction. Of course, the cue cards. Okay, reminder do not just read from the cards, answer in full sentences. Pay attention to the grammar because grammar is very important too. Okay, let's have the part one. Speaking part one. Now, the first question is, do you live in a flat or a house?
I I live in a house. Uh, wait. I
Because
don't know.
flat is like an apartment.
I understand. That is different from the British and the English. Okay, so I live in a flat, and my my flat is not not really big. It just has 10 or 15 floors, I know. And outside it has a very big swimming pool, and many playgrounds for the children to play. And each floor it has around from 5 to 10 rooms for families living that, and I'm one of these houses.
Okay, so you mentioned there are a lot of families living in this house. Oh, okay, so you should say living in this apartment or living in this flat. Okay, so living in this flat because you live in a flat or in an apartment. Okay, so now how many rooms are there in your flat?
um there are, I don't know the exactly number, but
No, in your flat. In your
yes,
inside your flat.
yes, I know, but I don't know the exactly number. I About 100 or 150 rooms, and most of them are for families to live in them. But some rooms are for something like, for example, like technology or the electricity, or maybe some restaurants. I even don't know why, because they open restaurants freely in my flat. I don't know reason why.
Oh wow. Okay. So maybe that flat is let's say it's the middle flat. I mean because they can open a lot of establishments, so that is why maybe that flat is uh can afford by those people who lives in the middle class families. Okay, so you say I don't know the exactly numbers or we can use exact. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. Okay, so now is there a garden in your house or flat?
Um, there there is a garden in my flat, and actually it's very big. It's open from the open gate to to the to the flat, so it is around a very big. And inside the gardens they open many things, a very big swimming pool, um, and also playgrounds as well, for so the children can play at that. And um, every day the birds and the butterflies fly in that time, and each day is, and every day in my flat is very happy.
Okay, so there is a garden in my flat. Okay, so I suggest that describe the garden. What is what look like? Okay, so you already described it. It's big. Now, what can you usually see there? So you say there is a pool. And example, mention one kind of flower that you can see there. And
Okay,
you
so
can also
um right right away, when you give me the comment of question three, my neighbor, and my friends come to my house to play. So if it is a little bit if it's a little bit noisy, please please ask me. I can say to them.
yes, okay. Okay, so you can also mention some animals so that You can we can so make to make your sentences longer. Next. Okay, so are there any plants in your house? What are they?
Um, I actually there are just three kinds of plants in my flat that are roses, sunflowers, and 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 the most incredible thing is cactus. Um, the rose, it seems like there are many roses around my flat. Um, and the roses are very big. They are red, and also they grow very fast. The sunflowers always shine, always shine, always get the sunshine from the sun, and and uh, and the cactus, they like the sunny weather very much. If the weather is rainy in my apartment, uh, so the cactus will be like they die for a few days, but after that they can start a new life for them.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay. So now what's your favorite room and why?
Um, my favorite room is my bedroom because first of all, I can work in my room, and I can study, I can read books, I can make worksheets, and I can prepare for the lessons. Um, and like the second one, that I can play with toys, like um, I can get play with my toys, also also I can lie at the bed with the air conditioner. Is very cool, and it's very and and I very like that nothing.
Oh yes, of course. Okay, very good. So now my favorite room is okay, so give at least three reasons why do you like it. And you can also provide examples. Okay, examples. Okay, you can also provide examples as well. Okay, so now types of houses vocabulary. Okay, so this one, let's read. We have
House, hut, hotel, building, farmhouse, barn, dormitory, log cabin, flat, flat house, nursing home, castle, and what's that?
maybe this is a
A city.
residential. Yes,
A
in the
city.
city. Yes, it's a resident. It is residential. Okay, so had you tried to live in a hut or in the farmhouse?
Um, I had tried this once, and I tried it when I am in grade three. In grade three, my um just my just the advanced class will have a, a,
Wow,
a
a
like
chance to.
a chance to play to to play after after academic year, after the academic year one day. That means that it can be on Saturday and Sunday. um uh just the advanced class will 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 go to school, and they will have the backpacks, and they will go to somewhere, like go to the beach. Actually, in grade four, we decide to go to the beach, but because of COVID-19, we are
Mm,
still at home. So for that, all the school cannot uh, cannot go to the beach. So so the school thought about that, and each student of the advanced class will have a voucher, a shopping voucher, about uh, $15.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that serves as your reward. Okay. So now, these are the parts of the house. Okay, so we have here. Okay, let's read this one by one. So we have
What's this? Ra-
wretch,
Wretch, roof, chimney pot, chimney. What's this?
satellite dish,
Satellite dish, wall, window, balcony door, hanging basket, garage door, basement, driveway, stairs, bricks, letterbox or mailbox, and fence.
how about in your flat? Does your flat has a letterbox or mailbox?
Each family will have one of in front of the door.
Oh, okay. Wow. And how about this one?
House, roof, chimney, terrace,
Terrace,
garden, garage, door, window, corridor, stairs, lift, kitchen, living room, bathroom, bedroom, study, wall, and cellar.
cellar, yes. And
I
cellar.
asked that, um, is there a study room? Is is there a study room? Is there a study room
I
in
don't
your?
know. There is none.
Actually, my friend has a study room in his house,
Wow.
but I don't. And
Separated from his room?
yes,
Wow.
and is the elevator is the another way for the lift, right?
Wow.
The
Okay.
elevator is the another word for lift.
Wait, Danielle, wait. Mm, okay. Wow, maybe their house is very big, so that is why he was able to have his own study room that is separated from his bed. Oh, okay. So now let's learn this one. There are. Okay, so when we talk about there is, it talk about one thing. There are two or more things. Okay, so for describing rooms or pictures, there. For describing rooms or pictures. Okay, so there is a boy, there is a book, there is an apple, there is a car, there is a woman. So there are two oranges, there are three people, there are five glasses, there are six women. There are four girls. Okay. So now let's learn the useful vocabulary. So the first one here is
A con-
accommodation.
accommodation, a building or set of rooms where someone lives or stays.
Okay, so this one. So it's either a building or rooms where you can stay if you are out of your house. If you went to the other place, so this will that will serve as your accommodation where you can stay for the meantime. But not forever. Okay, just a couple of days. Okay, next we have the
A property,
okay.
building and the land. A property, building and the land it is building on.
Okay, so it's either it's the building or the land or both. That's a property. You can have your own property soon if you will grow up and you can have your own job. So those properties will belong to you if they are assigned to your name. Okay, next we have the
Bungalow,
bungalow.
a house with only one story built all on one level.
Okay, one level. So it's just so for example, there are five rooms in that house, but it is just one floor. So it is styled as a bungalow house. Okay, that is safe for the for a an earthquake because because there is no stairs. It would be safe for you because you don't have to undergo a stairs before you can go out to your house. Okay, next we have the
Flat apartment, a set of rooms for living in that are part of a larger building and are usually all on one floor.
okay are usually all on one floor. Okay, so that is where you live right now. Okay, next we have
Res- residential
residential
area
area.
in which most of the buildings residential area in which most of the buildings are houses.
Okay, so if you can see buildings that are only for like say flats or apartments. Okay, so that's a residential area. Okay, so for example, this building are for rent. There's a flat on this one and next to it. So that's a residential area. Okay, next we have
Close knit community, a neighborhood where people are helpful and supportive.
how about in your neighborhood? Does your neighborhood do this one too?
Um, Sometimes,
Sometimes. But you are not very close to each other.
yes.
Yes. Okay, it's just sometimes. Okay. Okay, so now let's answer this one. What are the advantages of living in a house compared to an apartment? Okay, so now this will be your assignment.
Um,
Okay,
which advantages?
this is your assignment. Okay, what are the advantages? Okay, and disadvantages of living in a house compared to an apartment. Okay, you have the right advantages,
Advantages and disadvantages. What
disadvantages.
is advantages?
Yes,
I don't know
and
what is advantages.
huh?
I don't know what is the meaning of the advantages.
Advantages.
Yes.
Okay,
What is advantages?
okay. That means advantages is that you are comfortable to live with. Like for example, if you live in your own house,
What is like one thing that you like you are comfortable to live in house and apartment, and what do you don't
like
comfortable and don't and dislike to live in a house and apartment, right?
yes, correct. That is correct.
I understand.
Yes, okay, that is your assignment, okay? What are the advantages and disadvantages living in a house compared to an apartment, okay?
Hmm.
Okay, that would be your assignment for the next meeting, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now let's do this one. What do you think living spaces will be like in the future?
um I think that living space will be very large and each room it can it is not limited to put things in the rooms, because I think that in the future um, some 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 people will think about an idea for make the house will be bigger, so the rooms will be available for not limited the things. For example, we can add the extra area for another reason, I think. And each living space will be very comfortable to live, and um, we can spend at most time to live in this space. For example, like reading books or lying on bed or something else. So we don't just look at the iPad or the TV
Correct.
for just one good thing, one happy thing like that. We can spend much time for family and just a little bit time for
Gadgets.
for TVs or iPads. Yes.
Yes, for the electronic gadgets because it's not healthy as well. Okay, very good with your answer. Okay, we will gonna stop on this part because we are running out of time. Okay, so don't forget your assignment. Okay. Okay, so I will gonna see you again this Wednesday
Wednesday.
at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much, Danielle. Have a nice day. Good night. Goodbye.